The only way it works is with lots of red, I think.
Okay.
Okay, what do you think? Okay, okay, with repeats and then we stop at the recap. We don't need to do... Or do you want to do the recap? You want to do the whole thing? Okay, do the whole thing.
Do the whole thing, yeah.
Okay,
It's like
okay,
40 seconds more.
Fine, okay, yeah. The reason we decided to do it, or the reason I decided to do it, is that my greatest passion in the world is chamber music, and always has been since I was 15 years old. Was the first time I played a piece of chamber music, and that was when I knew what I wanted to do. And we don't, many of us here are great friends, but we all live in different parts of the world. We don't get to see each other very often, and there's nothing quite so fulfilling as playing this music, which is very intimate music, with your closest friends.
Είναι κάτι που ξεκίνησε σαν μια ειδική πρωτοβουλία από μια παρέα φίλων μουσικών από όλα τα μέρη της Ευρώπης και του κόσμου. Αυτή τη στιγμή ούτε στο μέλλον δεν γίνεται για να κερδίσει κάποιος χρήματα από αυτό. Το μόνο κέρδος είναι η χαρά η ίδια της μουσικής και της επαφής με το κοινό στην περιοχή αυτή.
I've been to and cooked for a number of festivals, and there are few of them that are based as much as this one is in very, very close friendships and in great personal and musical idealism.
We do have our identity, and we come from a certain place, and it's the great idea of any kind of form a group and merge all these influences and to create something that is valuable for all those people coming here and valuable for them when they go home.
It's an inspiration, really. It's, you know, I mean, it sounds sort of almost cheesy, but I mean, you know, you've got this incredible setting, you've got the sea, you've got the amazing weather, you've got the sun, you've got wonderful, you know, colorful characters, really interesting people. It's not a usual festival. This feels in a way almost like a family, you know.
Now you play each part. No, that's one bar. Okay, that's one bar. One bar into one thing. Absolutely,
Sometimes it's hard work, you know. People already, you know, people know each other, and there is a certain dynamic, and relationships kind of grow stronger and you know, more complicated in a good way. So you know, and coming back every time, there's sort of, you know, you keep on building what you've had from last year, but you have to build differently. You have to adapt a little bit because people do change always, and you have to change as well. So it's a work in progress, really. That's a great piece, by the way, no? This with the drill. But the drill is never too quick.
The places, the locations, the venues of these festivals are essential to their character. I think you know each other already intimately by playing together, but living together is another level again. And so you have to deal with that too, and that's about bringing real life into playing.
Ich habe immer jedes Jahr das Gefühl, dass wir uns treffen und wir zusammen spielen und dass dann was dazu kommt, so eine gewisse Atmosphäre oder so eine Atmosphäre, die einen trägt und die einen irgendwie verbindet über alle Unterschiede hinweg, die ja auch vorhanden sind, die irgendwie was kreiert, was einen dazu befähigt, seine Schwerkraft irgendwie aufzugeben für diese Zeit.
Chamber music to me is sort of a way of life, really, and it can be in any kind of room or space. Chamber music to me is about being with people and collaborating and sharing music together. So I love playing outdoors. I love playing indoors in different types of spaces for different kinds of audiences. You know, I think all of us here do. We share that kind of joy for this type of music.
Ich empfinde das als herrlich, sehr, sehr spontan und es ist jedes Mal anders und trotzdem verbindet einen die gemeinsame Erfahrung, die wir auch schon haben jetzt inzwischen.
I've been around to watch the festival grow, and I also developed very important friendships for me, and those friendships and also musical collaborations have grown over those years. So I mean, it's just simply a nice thing to be able to be part of, you know.
Making music together requires being attentive about actually how all these individuals actually do function and working together and living together and spending time together, talking and having lunch and dinner together and going to the beach and all these things do have an effect.
Last night, the concert we gave in Hydra, after the performance, I was looking at the audience applauding, and I recognized maybe 60–70% of the people that were there. Shopkeepers and restaurateurs and supporters to the festival. And I've had conversations with each and every one of them at some point over the last 2 years or so. I would like to see the relationships like that continue to develop. I'd like to know a lot of the people that we play for and to have a real sense of family sort of coming home when we come to do the festival. It's about asking questions, I think, you know, and maybe not always attaining answers, but continuing to ask the same questions every year helps the idea that gave birth to the festival to further develop itself.
Since this is a festival of friends, and therefore I think it's important to take it year by year and let it grow in directions that it wants to grow.
I think of the next summer when I leave on the last day of the festival. I mean, I'm really in love with this place.
We have these sort of silent relationships with the shopkeepers here. We send them Christmas cards, and every time we reappear in Galatas, they greet us very warmly. They give us little gifts and favors, and that's the one big hope I have, is that we can reach out more and more to this community, which I think is a very fine, very warm and beautiful community, and they've given us a lot of support.
Galatas is the home and this is the birthplace, and so we always come back to Galatas to start and to finish. So welcome everybody.
The most important thing about this festival is that we're like-minded, artistic people, not just musicians. We've got doctors here, we've got filmmakers here, we've got poets here. A lot of people coming together to share a love of chamber music and a love of people and a love of Greece. And to offer that to the people here. That's really what I think this is about.